Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another Walking Dead review, this time reviewing Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 4, titled Blood in the Streets. If you haven't seen it yet, and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. I feel pretty confident saying best episode of the series.
Yeah, this was really good.
The Season 1 finale is right up there, but this one, I think, for me, is the best episode.
Yeah.
It was just a couple episodes ago, Alicia was talking to someone on the radio, and that has finally come around now,
Yeah.
and we knew that was going to be bad news.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the people who shot up that other boat and who were chasing them were these same people, and they just missed them at that point. And I was really afraid that they would just end it there and not, go forth with that story, and I was a little disappointed because it did kind of disappear for a while. But I'm glad that they brought it back. Alicia needs to see that she's doing some dumb stuff and straighten up.
The thing that really turned me off when Alicia was talking to Jake on the radio is her boyfriend just died, a couple of weeks ago as far as the timeline of the series.
Yeah.
And she's already got this mystery crush on the radio. And then, of course, it came around and bit her right in the ass.
Yeah.
But I was a little irritated back when, she's this mystery crush on the heels of her boyfriend dying during the zombie apocalypse. I felt like in the timeline that's a little too soon, even though for us it has been several months.
Yeah.
I would also be interested in what you guys think. Do you think it's too soon in the Fear the Walking Dead timeline for this group that has, captured Alicia and Travis to have come together and have a firm leader? Like Connor, he's not the governor, he's not Negan.
And maybe we'll get some insight into that next episode, because it looks like we are going to have a episode kind of focused on Travis and Alicia. So maybe we'll get the group's background, how they got together. Maybe they were already a group and then all this happened and it solidified them. Because it does seem a little soon for a band of evil to have formed, but
That's my thing. Is a band of people who kill first, ask questions later. You have stuff, we want it, we're going to take it. It seems a little soon. We don't really know exactly how much time has passed. A few weeks, maybe a couple of months at the most. So, I don't know, it just feels a little quick for this band of marauders to have all found each other and come to a like mind.
yeah.
That being said, it was a super exciting episode. I love the beginning with Nikki, and he lures the walker to a tent. He zips it up, and then the mesh is there so the walker can't bite him, and he kills it, and head to toe, literally, head to toe in walker blood.
Yeah.
Maybe he might have been a little overzealous with the walker blood.
A little bit.
just all, like you said, you're like, I'd be careful not to get it in my mouth.
Yeah, and it was totally dripping on his lips. And,
Yeah.
Well, no.
Just from the gross factor, because it's kind of established throughout The Walking Dead that they get blood in their eyes and in their mouths and in wounds all the time, and nobody's turned yet from that.
Yeah.
So you're probably okay. Of course, that gets contradicted a little bit in the comic books later on in the All Out War arc, but that's a different topic. So it's kind of established that you're okay if it gets in your eyes or your mouth or something, but still, just the gross factor.
Yeah. But I think that's what made the scene so good, was the gross factor. You were just so grossed out, it worked.
It absolutely worked. And I love Nicky when he's in his, Walker disguise and his camouflage, how he gets totally into Walker character.
Yeah.
He's shambling along and he's, limping and stuff. In Rick and the gang, when they do it, they just kind of walk slow, but normal.
Yeah.
And Nicky gets totally into Walker character.
I think the difference is that when Rick and his group do it, they are terrified.
Yeah.
When Nicky does it, he's not terrified.
Yeah.
He is 100% confident that this is going to work, and so he's not scared.
Also, I think Nicky really isn't afraid of dying. I think he's lived on the edge of that for so long that dying doesn't scare him.
Yeah, that could be it too.
So I think that probably has a lot to do with it. Also in this episode, we got a lot of background information on Strand. And he's not the person I thought he was at all, and I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of figured he was like some kind of mid-level operator in like a drug cartel or something. But no, he's a real estate mogul. And the person he's been talking to on the satellite phone is his lover.
Yes, and he is trying to get there, and we're not privy to that until Luis says, none of us are going to Mexico without Strand. Like, if Strand's not with them, none of this is happening.
Yeah. And, you know, I was kind of like midway, a little bit over halfway through the episode, I was like, oh, I wonder if that guy and Strand are an item. And then that gets confirmed near the very end of the episode. And I'm like, they are.
Yeah, I kind of had that pegged at the bar.
I totally didn't. And what's so great about it is we have an African-American man and a Latino man who are both homosexuals. And that's just something you don't see on TV, like, ever. If I might be wrong, but I don't remember ever seeing it. And the fact that they've done that, I think is awesome.
Yeah, me too. And it's really great that they broke like a whole bunch of stereotypes for it. Typically, a homosexual couple on television is white.
But when you think of your typical homosexual couple on television, you think Modern Family, you think Will and Grace, you think of that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
And it's great that they've really broken that mold with these two characters, particularly Strand, because Strand, he seems like he is a straight up badass.
Yeah.
Like, he is not one with whom you want to mess.
Yes.
And the last thing we want to touch on, and it was probably our favorite thing about this episode, is when everybody's tied up in the cabin of the boat. They're all working together and communicating without really saying anything. Like, Daniel's working on getting his binds loosened, and Madison's distracting the pregnant lady, and they're just communicating with their eyes and with looks, and I thought it was great.
Yeah, and Travis, he goes to start the boat, and then like has second thoughts. It was like, this kid has no idea how this boat operates. I can drag this out. And so he goes down into the engine room, which he didn't need to go. He all he had to do was touch that wire. He did nothing in the engine room except collect tools.
Yeah.
Weapons.
And then, while their captors are distracted, he drops the weapons in behind some cushions so that Daniel can see them, because they've communicated through these looks. He knows, okay, first of all, Daniel's the most capable one of the group. Yeah. So he knows he's the one who needs these weapons. But still, just the fact that everybody was kind of in on it, and they didn't really communicate verbally at all. I thought it was, man.
It was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
And I think they were able to do that because of their mutual mistrust of Strand. Mm-hmm. That mistrust is what led to this nonverbal communication, mostly nonverbal. I mean, Daniel and Maddie talked just a little bit, a couple of whispers, but mostly nonverbal communication of getting out of there, getting out of this situation.
They formed kind of an alliance because of their mistrust of Strand, and because now they're relying on each other because of it. It enabled that whole scenario. And they took the boat back, and Maddie went out and got Strand back, and looks like next week is going to focus mostly on Travis and Alicia. Maybe we'll get some of the rescue mission or something, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if this next episode takes place entirely in wherever Travis and Alicia are being held.
Yeah.
And maybe the rescue episode comes the next episode.
Yeah, I hope they're not rescued right away. That kind of defeats the purpose of having a big bad in the season.
Since they're doing 13 episodes, there's going to be a mid-season finale, so maybe the rescue episode will be the finale, and it'll be like your typical Walking Dead mid-season finale, where we get a major character death. And I think if we get one, it's probably going to be Strand. Because they got to throw a monkey wrench into that plan.
Yeah, he would be the most detrimental to their survival right now. Because without Strand, there is no Mexico.
Right. So I think in order to throw a monkey wrench into that plan, Strand probably has to die.
Yeah.
I really hope he doesn't, because I've been so back and forth on Strand. this whole season. Like, I was Team Strand, and then I wasn't, and now I totally am again. I am on board with Strand. He's an awesome character. I do not want him to die.
Yeah, like all his secretness and his planning and everything, before we had all the information, it seemed devious. And now it's like, no, he's just trying to get back home. That's all. Like,
Yeah.
it had good intentions underneath.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's the type who would just abandon these people who helped him. I think Luis doesn't trust him and thinks that he will, but I don't think he will. I think he does plan on helping him. But yeah, he is like the major catalyst to them surviving and getting to Mexico.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, plot-wise, a major character death, it makes most sense for him. I really hope not.
I really hope not. If I was going to hope for a major character death, it'd be Chris.
Yeah, me too. I don't like Chris.
I'm totally fine with Chris dying. Strand, I would be super bummed.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you caught something in the episode that we missed, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this review, and we really hope you did, be sure to tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.